our people. Now, when it comes to the point of saying that we need constructive leadership or leadership by example, these are the very same things we are going to tell those prisons. In these last few days, let's tell them that we want to cause change that does away with corruption. Because corruption is eating away the liver of service. And the regime has survived on mass ignorance and where it comes back after 5 years to buy them. So, let's keep away the fear out of their minds. Let's tell them that change is for the good of themselves. Forget about what you can eat these few days. Because already there's inflation in the economy. You might feel it. How much is fuel costing now? Go to the shop. How much is foodstuff costing you? These are all implications of what has happened in the last few days when a lot of money has been pumped by the ruling clique. It's time to throw them out. Have a good evening.
Well, strong words towards the end there. Spectrum, hello? Hello? Okay, let's get back. This is Mr. Kakande.
Yes.
Strong sentiments from that side.
Yeah, I think he has a point. If people are intimidated, then an election cannot be a reflection of the will of the people.
Yes.
It will be voting out of fear. And about the money issue they are talking about.
Okay, let's take another caller. Spectrum, hello? We lost you right there. Okay, go on.
It is policy of government that determines how poverty is fought in a country.
Right.
And this government has been in power for 20 years.
25 years.
25 years, where you can even lose the count. It is responsible for the way the economy is being managed. That's why you see the president...
Is it being managed badly?
Very badly.
Oh, really?
That's why the president is campaigning like an opposition politician.
What do you mean?
If you see the president today, and if you come from outside and watch his campaign, you cannot say he's the president.
What do you mean?
Because he's saying bad roads.
Right.
I'm going to make these roads.
Right.
But you've been in power for 25 years.
Yeah.
Whom did you expect to make the roads?
Right.
No drugs in hospitals.
Okay.
You have failed in 25 years.
Spectrum, hello? Yes, your name? Yes, your name, sir?
This is Dani other than aspiring MP to be. However, not Secretary Muhammadi.
Okay.
Mr. Kakande, thank you for your program.
Thank you, my
and the
brother.
way you have analyzed the issues.
Yes.
I'm very happy for you.
Thank you.
But my question is, I'm asking you, do you think the election will be free and fair when the Electoral Commission is elected by one person, President Museveni? May God bless you. Secretary Muhammadi.
Okay.
It can never be free of and fair. When it's like a football match, you cannot be the coach of Manchester United and then choose scores. Paul Scholes is one of the players of Manchester United to be the referee. I mean, even on the face of it, it cannot be a fair game.
What my brother Sejiri must appreciate is the fact that even in football, you can play under protest.
But when you're not happy with the rules,
you play under protest,
yes,
and probably win, right?
Yes.
So in these elections, as I said, we knew all what was likely to go on during the whole process.
Right.
But we decided to enter because we had also employed some means,
right,
for us to guard against all those some of those problems. So we cannot say we shall not participate because the Electoral Commission is being elected by an individual. No, we cannot do anything. Right. But we must participate, and we must make sure that we tell the population that in spite of all these problems, yes, we must go in.
Mr. Kakande, the opposition seems to be in disarray. You failed to create a solid coalition, some people have said, and casts you in bad light.
No, I don't think coalition is an indication that the opposition is strong. I think you should know that in 2005 we campaigned very much for multi-party elections.
Yes.
And this is what we are having.
In 2005, the opposition campaigned for a return to multi-partyism.
Exactly.
And it was
now, if you say that a coalition is the only indication of that the opposition is strong, is like you are saying that we should have another movement outside the NRA movement. However, I should say that some of the time there are certain issues where we sit as opposition on the same table, yes, to discuss them for the sake of the country, because the country is bigger than the party.
Yes.
And we agree on such positions. But political parties are vehicles of people who see things in the same way. And there is an ideological inclination to this, okay? And the philosophy, what the philosophy means is that it determines the policy of the party. If we are a party that is inclined to the people, if we are by philosophy people-centered, you cannot say we can form a coalition with a right-wing party. But what we can do for the sake of the country, we can have a minimum program that can take us to another level. But if we disagree on that program, does not mean that we are weak, because we are bound by the values we believe in.
Mr. Gayira, you could have come into this coalition, things would have been much better, easier to, turn the scales, tilt them.
I don't know whether this coalition with the cooperation, as they call it, I don't know whether it emanated from parties.
What do you mean?
I don't know whether there are political parties somewhere which sat and formed this cooperation.
Well, that is very well known.
Because, no, it is not very well known. No.
What's your theory?
Because for me, by the time that cooperation was formed, no single political party has set up structures, right, which would have sat now from the grassroots in order to come up with a position to join the cooperation.
Yes.
Except the individuals at the helm of the parties who sat and said, okay, let us come together and form this cooperation. But also, we have to have eyes at the back of our heads.
Yes.
Right?
Oh.
Yes. We have to have eyes at the back of our...
Speaking in parables, figures of speech.
You have to see where we are coming from.
Yes.
Those eyes must be there because cooperations and coalitions have been formed in Uganda,
yes.
in this country.
Have they worked or not?
Of course, the answer is obvious. The answer is obvious.
Well, in Tanzania, there was a coalition of ideologies. They were able to remove Amin. Put together armies.
After removing him, what happened? Bloodletting in the country.
Go on.
Because of, that minimum program he was talking about.
So what do we need to push Uganda's politics forward?
What we need now to push Uganda forward is to have political parties which are, built into political institutions. So that even when you are going into a coalition,
yes.
all right, it is an institution that sits from the grassroots,
yes.
to say what should we do?
Okay.
Should we coalesce? Should we stand on our own?
Well, it takes years to build that kind of...
because building is a process.
Right.
Building is a process. It is not something that you are going to achieve overnight.
You could have started from IPC and then wait 5-10 years, then you go into ideology.
You don't start from forming a coalition.
Yes.
You start from building a party.
Thinking.
Yeah.
Mr. Kakande, you are free to announce your own vote. So where does the rigging question come in now?
Yes, I think... and this is very beneficial to all our people. If you have to win this election, you have to go early in the morning, cast your vote, and stay there.
No, the IGP says go home and take tea and do other things.
No. I believe that the police is very partisan. I do not trust the IGP.
That's the inspector.
I'm sorry. Yes, I do not trust him. And I do not trust anybody with my vote who comes from the Electoral Commission or police or such other people.
So the picture you're painting is people vote and they camp there with flasks and other things.
Yes, you have to guard your... This vote is about where your country is going. You don't cast the vote and go back and sleep.
Right.
Okay? The pain you are going to go through the next 5 years will depend on the way you are going to vote on Friday. That's why I call upon all Ugandans to take care.
Right.
Go and vote, depending on where you want your country to go. There have been a lot of things in the past months,
right.
Okay, a lot of discussions, a lot of money doing work.
And you think they should carry food and stay at the polling station?
You may not. I fast some days. You don't need even to carry
Some
food.
people
You can send people to bring
milk
food,
or porridge
but your eyes,
but
your eyes must stay on the ball. Please don't remove the eye from the ball. The people of Naka, for example, I'm telling them, on Friday.
Don't slumber. You're saying don't slumber.
Wake up very early.
You'll be free to announce your results. So that should set your blood running better.
I happen to sit on the National Liaison Committee
Of your party?
No.
Of the entire IPOD, the entire list.
Yes, where every candidate is represented by one person.
Very
we sit with the Electoral Commission. Yes. But we discussed that issue where the IGP, told people to go back after they have voted, right? And we agreed that the Electoral Commission is supposed to issue guidelines,
not the police,
right? Guidelines, and pin them on at the polling station, so that every citizen can come and read, and read those guidelines, in order for him to be informed about all what he is supposed to do and what he is not supposed to do. So, it is not true that whoever will vote must go back home. You don't
actually, PPP does not. You think they should stay there?
The guidelines are not like that.
Okay. Let's wind up, Mr. Kakande. You say go and vote, guard your vote, stay where you are. The brigades are in full gear. Nobody's arrested.
I'm not calling for brigades and for violence. In fact,
he told us brigades no single person has been arrested.
I have already prayed for this country to have a peaceful election. I'm a believer.
All right. Let's talk about that day. How is the rigging, as you claim to be, how is it going to happen?
First of all, you have to look at the register.
Yes.
Our register, from our discovery, is highly inflated. There are a lot of people who want to carry out multiple voting.
Multiple voting?
Multiple voting. Yes. Secondly, the presiding officer. You may get 100 votes, and they put on a 0 there.
Okay.
It becomes 1,000.
True, another.
You have to be very careful with that.
Okay.
3, voting staffing. You have to look at every
ballot
box staffing.
Yes.
You have to look at everybody, including the police constable.
Oh, you think they might come with the...
I tell you, you have to look at them. Okay.
Ballots,
when there is when maybe rain comes and then you start running here and there, or when they send you to buy food, go and buy us.
You think they might carry ballot papers in their socks, or some of them?
I tell you,
in their cups,
they may carry. I know that very well.
You think they'll do that?
I know that.
Our police is a police of integrity.
I'm telling you, look at even the policeman at the polling station.
Right.
Don't trust anybody.
Watch the way he walks.
But yourself. Watch the way and what he does.
What he pulls out of his pocket.
Exactly. Watch them very closely. And I'm telling you that because I know it.
Well, all these are claims. They can't substantiate them. We have to end here. I must thank our guest, Mr. Kenneth Kakande, Deputy Spokesperson of the Democratic Party, Member of Parliament, candidate for Nakawa. Are you coming to Parliament or not?
I am coming to Parliament. And I have told the people of Nakawa.
Yes.
Because of the pain they are going through, I'm going to represent all without discrimination. Whether you are movement, you can even vote for me.
Or even the movement should vote for you?
Yes.
Oh.
There are many people.
Have
from
you told them directly?
Yes, there are people from the movement who are saying, when it comes to member of parliament,
they want you.
Kenneth Kakande, we're going to vote for you. And I tell them, thank you very much.
Our second guest was Mr. Sadam Gayira, spokesperson of the PPP, that's the People's Progressive Party of Honorable Bidani Sali.
I appeal to the people of Uganda to vote for my candidate, Honorable Bidani Sali. He's the only one person who can reconcile and unite this country.
Thank you. My name is Edmond, your host for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow. Right now, though, you can hear the news in English and Soul Train.